Hi guys, I hope everyone's having a great day. So I just want to come on here and talk about a topic that I get a lot of questions on, and that is, well, how do you work this business? What do you do to make this business successful, for it to work for me, stuff like that. So first of all, It Works Global's network marketing business. So it takes a lot of forming relationships with people, not just expecting people to buy from you right off the bat. That is the biggest mistake people make when they join this business, is they get a lot of no's at the beginning and they just assume that they're just failures at this. And you really want to take that out of your mind, because anything in life, people can say no. If you work at a restaurant and you offer something, somebody might say no. I have been a server for 8 years, and I would suggest drinks and offer things. They're like, no, thank you. I never got mad at that, because it's up to them. It's their choice. I'm not going to quit my job because someone told me no. Or people that work at the mall, a lot of them are, work for sales, and they have to get a certain amount sold every day. And if somebody comes in, obviously they run up to them, hey, can I help you? What are you looking for? And a lot of the times they say, no, I'm just looking. I don't want to buy anything. I'm just kind of looking around. Or maybe they'll suggest a few things and they still say no. So you want to keep that in mind. Like, a lot of the times people will say no. That is normal. I look for the no's. I look for 10 no's every single day. So I work until I get 10 no's. And then if I'm just like, okay, I got my 10 no's. Out of my 10 no's, if I ask someone else, there's going to be a yes. So I go for 10 no's a day. And it's actually really hard to get 10 no's. So keep that in mind. So again, back to, how do you work this business and how do you make this business successful for you? What I've learned from being in this business a year is that being consistent is super important. Whether that is working your business on social media, or sharing out when you're out, or planning parties, you have to be consistent with everything that you're doing. You can't just join It Works Global, sit around and expect for people to come to you. That is not going to happen. People don't know that you're doing this business unless you tell them. People don't know that you're dedicated and excited about this business unless you tell them. So here's 2 things I want you to think about that I learned on the Millionaire School yesterday. One of the distributors, It Works Distributors, does a Millionaire School, and she just teaches like lessons and stuff. So I want you to think of 2 restaurants, and I want you to think of one restaurant being really quiet. Nobody really goes there. And when you walk in, it's just super quiet. There's hardly anybody there. It's kind of weird. You have a really quiet server that comes up and takes your orders, not very friendly, all that. And and then you have a restaurant that you see is so lit up from the outside. You can hear the music just walking in. They have really good music going on. You can hear the servers singing happy birthday or whatever. And it just sounds really awesome in there. Like, wow, it sounds like everybody in there is having a good time, is enjoying their dinner, all that fun stuff. As walking in, you see servers being really friendly, really excited, having a really good attitude as they're serving. Okay, so now I want you to think about these 2 restaurants and tell me which one you would go to and which one you would go to again if you visited both in one day. You're probably not going to go back to the quiet restaurant. That server was kind of weird and it was really quiet and nobody was excited about what they were doing. But you for sure will go back to the restaurant where the servers were excited. You had a good server that seemed like she really enjoyed what she was doing, and you just loved everything about it. You're going to go back. So you kind of have to think about It Works in that sort of way. You want to be really excited about what you're sharing with people. You want to be very confident, even if you haven't tried the products. You want to just be excited when you're talking to people. If somebody asks you about a product, never say, oh, I haven't tried that, so I don't really know. Like, even if you don't know, you want to give someone else's results. My upline tried that, and she loved it. I can't wait to try it myself. Just sound really excited about what you're selling, what you're offering to people. That's like the biggest thing that you can do for yourself and your business. So number 1 is be excited. Be consistent. Like I said, whether you're working online, you have to be consistent on posting. You have to be consistent on writing those names down when people message you or like or comment on a photo, and following up with them, even if it's just once a week that you take out of your night on a Friday night. Okay, I'm going to spend 1 hour following up with all the people that liked and commented on my post. What I do is at the end of the night, I'll go through and see who liked and commented. So it's not hard to keep up on that either if you're actually looking. A lot of the times I can remember the people that liked and commented, and then I'll go back and write them down when I have time. So I just do that all throughout the day. Now, I understand a lot of you guys are busy and you're working. I totally get it. I worked 2 jobs, 3 jobs when I first started. I have 3 kids. I am a full-time mommy and a wife. I understand being busy. But you literally have to come down to the choice of making time for the business, because it's going to benefit you in the long run. What is it going to help you do? It's going to help you maybe become a stay-at-home mom if that's what you want to do. It's going to help you maybe quit one of those jobs if you're working more than one job. So you really have to figure out your why you joined this business, and just get that in your heart and work for it. And don't expect anyone to work for you. So sorry, I keep losing topic, but basically, how do you work this business? I'm going to go through every way to work the business and the things that you should be doing. Okay, so social media. I love social media. I work my business on social media every day. This is what I do because it's easier for me with having 3 children and being a full-time mom, you know. I don't want to take my kids out sometimes. It's easier for me just to work inside the house. So I choose social media. What do I do every single day? So the first thing I do when I get up, obviously after I take care of everything you do when you get up, I get on social media. I look at, see if I have any messages. If I don't, I will go through and I will like 10 posts, just real quick. Don't even think about it. Just like 10 posts. I try to just stick with women because men are more, they don't really care that much. Women are more into how they look and they really want to look good and feel good. So now there is men out there like that. I'm not saying there isn't, but women are like our high, what do I want to say? Like there's a higher average of women wanting that. So you want to go like 10 girls posts real quick, just real quick. Don't even have to read it. So it doesn't take you more than 2 minutes. Go through like. Obviously you can kind of scan through the words and make sure it's not nothing crazy that you don't want to like. But go do that. And then the next thing I do is I go comment on 5 posts. So I say, you know, comment on a selfie. Hey, you look good. Nice picture. Beautiful picture. I love your shirt. So cute. Whatever. I go comment. I try to be very sincere though with my comments. Obviously, I don't just comment just because. It's obviously helping me in my business, but I don't just comment just to comment. I actually try to be sincere when I give someone a compliment. So do that, or your kids are so cute, whatever, if they're posting pictures of their kids. So like 10 posts real quick, comment on 5 posts real quick. What is this going to do for you? What it's going to do is it's going to cause interaction with your Facebook. Facebook has a really nice way of cleaning everything up. So if you're not liking and commenting on people's posts, they're not seeing your posts. The people that are seeing your posts are the ones that you're liking and commenting. A lot of the time, that's our really close friends or family, and they're the ones constantly seeing our It Works posts. So we really want to get out there and comment on other people's posts, okay? One thing that I love to do is I actually just love to go straight to my friends and start at the top, and I work my way down every day. I go to new profiles, and I'll go like their last post, and I will go like a few of their photos in their albums. Just like 2. Don't go crazy because you don't want them to think you're weird. But what that's going to do is that's going to cause interaction. So your posts are going to pop up on their newsfeed, and then you'll start seeing them on your newsfeed, and you can start commenting and liking on their posts. Another really big thing that you want to do is on Facebook, you want to create a Facebook list. There's a way to create a list to where those people always see your posts, and this is going to be the people that that you want to join your team, or people that you've noticed commented or liked a lot. I always add them to that list. Before I cold message them, I add them to that list, and I'll obviously make posts on Facebook, and I'll click for them to see it. And then I'll know that I've kind of dripped on them a little bit, like they've seen my posts, because this guarantees that they're going to see my posts. I'll show you guys that real quick so you guys know what I'm talking about, because I know it can be a little confusing. So I'll go in here and show you guys that real quick. I don't want to make this video too long. So Facebook, right? You want to go to like for me, okay, so this girl right here is one of my potentials. She wanted to become a distributor, and we talked. So I have a Facebook list that's called Potential Loyal Customer Potential Distributor. So all you have to do is go to them, go to their profile or their name, and click friends. At the end, it will say add to another list. So you will see a bunch of lists that Facebook has already made for you, like for what you're doing, the city you live in, stuff like that. Right here where it says add new list, you just click it and you make a list. You can name it whatever you want. I named mine Potential DTM Distributor. As you can see, it's checked off, so she's already on that list. Okay, now, after you make that list, it's always a list. So she's on that list. So anytime I'm going through my newsfeed and I see someone that's really just always liked my posts or commented, but they just haven't signed up. So like right here, I'll go through this post, how I said, I love working from my couch. And maybe I'll be like, wow, Alejandra's always loving my posts. I really want to add her to my list because I feel like she could be a potential person to join my business or buy a product. So I'll click right here and I'll click add to other list and I'll click potential loyal, potential distributor. So now she's on that list. And what happens is I go to make a post about it works. Let me just make a post real quick. See if I can find one. Okay, so let me say I'm going to make a post about Ruby Bonus. Ruby Bonus available. Try not to sound like a salesperson, but I'm like Ruby Bonus. Or I have a few spots left. To help 2 people earn this bonus. Okay, something like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that my potentials are seeing this list. This post. So when I do this, only they are seeing it. Everybody on my everybody on that list. So I'm going to click right here where it says public. You change it and you go to more. And then I'm going to go down and click that list. Potential distributor and loyal. So all those people on that list are going to see this post and only them. And they are going to see it no matter what. So I know for sure they've seen my post. I have a few spots left to people to help. Okay, so then I click it, and I know that Alejandra and all those people, Heather, is going to see this post. It's set to show for my potentials. So that list is really super duper important. Sorry, I'm going to do stop share. That is super duper important to have that list because it's really going to help your business grow because these people are going to see your posts, and you're going to be reaching out to those potentials, and you don't have to feel like you're annoying people, which really doesn't matter if you're annoying people because this is your business. So like if you work somewhere, you're going to be embarrassed to tell people where you work. That's kind of weird. So don't be afraid to share your business, guys. Like you have to be excited and you have to, this is your business and you want people to know that you're doing this and you want people to know you're dedicated so they can take you serious. Even if that's your friends or family, eventually they'll come around and they'll join your team or they'll buy products. A lot of the times people think stuff like this is just a phase, she's going to stop doing it. It's not going to last long. They're going to have all their whatever they think about it. So be positive and, keep that in mind. So after I like 10 posts, comment on 5 posts, and then I make sure that I'm adding to that list like I showed you guys, I will go through my messages again and see if anybody, messaged me. A lot of the times when I wake up, I'll have a few messages, so I'll kind of respond to them. And then I'll go through and kind of scan through my messages and see maybe if there's somebody I forgot to message back. Because sometimes people will message me and I'll message them information and then they'll message me again and I miss it. So I'll make sure that I don't, forget anybody. And then I will go through my hundreds list every day. These are all people that I've talked to on here that haven't ordered. So I go through this list and I find 5 people and I go start a conversation with them. So I'll go find 5 people out of my hundreds list and I'm just like, hey girl, how's your day going? Just form a relationship. And that's how I do my follow-up. And a lot of times they'll be like, hey, I'm good, how are you? And I'll be like, I'm good also. Maybe I'll talk about my day a little bit. And if they made a post, something I noticed, I'll be like, that picture you posted was so cute. Just forming a relationship. Sometimes they'll bring up the product by themselves and the fact that they wanted to purchase and they haven't. Sometimes they won't. So if they don't, and we've been talking for like a little while during the day, I'll just say, hey, I was just wondering like if you were still interested in a product because I am putting in orders tonight and I could give you a $10 credit. I have a few credits left. I always say that because that kind of gives them the urgency of ordering. Now, a lot of times they'll be like, well, what's a $10 credit? So if you guys, this is kind of a lot, but you can give them a $10 credit. Basically, they can give themselves a $10 credit, but a lot of people don't know this. All you have to do is share. They can actually share a link from their account when they sign up, and that's available for 30 days. So when they click that link and share it on Pinterest or Twitter, they get a $10 credit added to their account. So what I do is I have my own Twitter, and after they order, I'll ask them for their ID and password, or if I do their order for them, I'll log into their account real quick, I'll share their link on Pinterest or Twitter real quick, and the $10 credit will be applied within like 24 hours. So I'll let them know to go back and check for that. And I just let them know, like, I added the credit for you. So they're not knowing that I'm in there actually just sharing their link. They think I'm really giving them the credit. So that really has helped me, and I use that for everything. I tell everybody I have 2 credits left, so I was just wondering if you're still interested so I can give you one, because I know you've been wanting to order for a while. And I'll say the $10 credit you can use towards any other product towards future purchases. So that's an awesome way to get them to order and seal the deal. So message 5 people, and 2 to 5 at least. If you don't have time to message 5 people a day and you're working 2 jobs, whatever, going to school, try to at least message 2 people a day, and just from your list or people that you know, and just say, you know, something about a product, or maybe just start a conversation with them. Eventually they'll come around and they'll see that. So this business is huge on forming relationships with people. And if you're not doing that, you just want people to order from you right away, it's not going to happen. So you have to be very consistent on posting so they see that you're open for business, on commenting and liking, because that's going to cause them to see your posts more. Making that list, because you really want to make sure you're hitting those potentials and you're also interacting with the potentials you have. There is also a way to go to their posts. When you go to the list, you can actually click on the list and it takes you to their post. So you're making sure you're liking all their posts for the day. So even if you do that 1 time a day, that's awesome. So social media, if you're going to do Instagram, you have to make sure Instagram is a little bit more work, because you have to post at least every hour, because it's not like Facebook where when someone likes or comments, it pops up again. On Instagram, it just goes through 1 time. Even if people heart it, it only goes through 1 time. So you have to post every hour. My biggest tip is find someone that you love in the business. Try to avoid all the top earners, because everybody follows the top earners and copies them. Try to find, you know, like a double diamond or a diamond. There's so many It Works distributors. If you want me to give you one that I think is good at what they do, I definitely help you find someone where you can kind of learn how they post and make it your own. So find someone that you like, and you can use some of their posts and post them on Instagram or Facebook. That will help with a lot of time. Putting together posts when there's so many distributors out there making these posts. You know, you could literally just use them and obviously make them your own, if that helps. So that's mostly everything for Facebook. You just have to be really consistent on posting. That's the biggest thing. And following up is huge. The next thing is, if you're planning on doing parties and you're just not a big social media girl, you want to have at least 1 party every 2 weeks, I would say. Because since parties are the only thing getting your name out there, you're going to have a lot of parties. So you can have people come over, or you can go to their house, even if you just have what I call as wrap get-togethers. So you can ask people in your life, friends, family, to say, hey, would you be willing to host a wrap party for me? I'll wrap you for free, whatever. And a lot of the times they say yeah, and then you say, if you can just invite 2 people, like wrap get-togethers. How many wrap get-togethers can you have in 1 month, you know? If you do that enough, you'll have a lot of loyal customers during the month. I've heard a lot of people having really good success with parties, because a lot of the times if like 2 to 3 people show up, most of the time those 3 people will sign up as loyal customers. So there you go, 3 loyal customers in 1 party. If you do that, or get together or a party, if you do that in 1 week, 1 party a week, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Even if you have 3 people show up to each party, that's 9 loyal customers a month, and maybe a few distributors. That's huge. All of you guys should know our steps to success, which is 4 loyals and 3 distributors a month. These are just steps we follow to help grow our business. If you don't do it, that's fine. Just when the new month starts, start over. It's awesome. It's an awesome way to grow your business, and it's super simple. So having parties is also something you have to be really consistent with. So just remember that, you know, the easiest thing is to ask friends or family, or blitz, when you're blitzing people, forming relationships and letting them know if they are interested. You know, you'd be willing to wrap them for free if they're willing to have a little wrap get together and invite a few friends. You'd be surprised how many people will do it to be wrapped for free. So that's the other way. Another way is just getting out there. Go blitz, have a blitzing day once a month or once every week, I would say at least. So your blitzing day should be, you know, obviously a day you have off where you can wear your shirt. You should always be wearing a shirt when you leave your home if you're not going to work. It Works gear. is a huge way for people to blitz themselves. You'll be in the check stand and they'll be like, well, what's It Works? You know, here you go, here's a coupon. This is It Works. Can I give you a coupon? We're a health and wellness company, and this is the product that I promote. So then they'll probably be like, well, what's the product? And you say, it's a wrap. It tightens, tones, and firms. You know, you really just have to get out of your comfort zone. I know that it can be scary at the beginning. You're just like, I'm scared to talk about this. It's kind of weird. I'm not used to it, you know, but the more you do it, the easier it will get. So if you're big on like not being able to talk to people, I definitely want to advise you to try working on social media, because that will really help train you. You know, a lot of the times people will talk to you through message and text, and it's a lot easier to conversate with people, especially if you're really shy to talk over the phone. So that is another huge thing. So meeting with people, blitzing people is going to get you those relationships that hopefully those people will call you. When you blitz someone, you really want to try to get their Facebook or phone number or something. That's the biggest thing, is because a lot of the times people will blitz and, you know, you hope that they will call you, but sometimes they won't. People get busy, they forget all that stuff. So if they seem really, really interested, I always say, hey, you know, I'd love to send you my before and after. Is it okay if I get your Facebook or your phone number and I text it to you right now? A lot of the times they say, yeah, sure. And I'll be like, okay, well, what's your name on Facebook? And I'll find them right there and then, and I'll send them my before and after. So I do that, and then I have their contact. So if they're on Facebook, I know they're going to be seeing my posts. If I have their number, I can follow up with them in like a week or two, and I'll say, hey, I met you here. What did you think about my before and after? Would you be interested in it at all in trying the product? The worst thing they can say is no, so don't be afraid to do that. Trying to make sure I covered the 3 ways to work your business. So basically, just working your business is so important. You can't just sit around and scroll on Facebook and think that that's working your business. And even just posting is not working your business. You really want to make sure you're doing those 3 most important things that I said on Facebook, which is commenting, liking, having forming relationships with people, making that Facebook list. I heard Instagram is huge, you know, for a lot of people. I really want to work Instagram more. I'm working on that. So I've gotten loyals off Instagram, just not as many as I feel like I can get, because I work Facebook a lot more. But definitely, if you guys are looking to work Facebook, Instagram, let me know. I have a ton of training videos that I can give you guys, and you guys can watch and kind of learn. But the biggest thing I want you guys to remember, especially if you're new, is that it's going to take time. It's going to take time for you to learn how to work this business, like it takes time for you to learn how to work when you find a job. Nothing is going to be, it's not going to be easy, you know, day 2 in the business. It's going to take time. I can tell you that after a year being in this business, I realized that it really takes at least a full 6 months to actually know what you're doing. So when people give up so soon, it really breaks my heart, because there's so much potential in this business, and there's so much that it has to offer for their families, that it makes me really sad that they give up so soon. But, you know, everybody's different, and everybody's timing in life is different. So don't give up. If you're new and you're kind of overwhelmed with this video, it's a lot, you know. Don't think of it in such a big perspective. Think about, okay, so how do I want to work my business? She said social media, parties, meeting people. What am I more comfortable with? So find your routine. Find what works for you. I decided social media was the best way. So I do social media every day. I get up, I comment, I post, I follow up with 2 people to 5 people. And that's what I do all day. I just repeat myself all day. So whenever I have time, I go and like 5 posts. I go and comment on 2 posts. I add people on Facebook every day. You want to start adding people. If you're uncomfortable adding people you don't know, it's going to be really hard for you to reach out to more people. Social media has millions and millions of people. So take advantage of that and, you know, try adding new people. Yes, you will get messages that say, hey, do I know you? Just respond. No, I don't, but I'm trying to make new friends. I always say that, and people are like, okay, cool. And if they're not, and I always say, and if you're not comfortable, it's fine. Like, you don't have to, you know, accept my friend request. A lot of times they're like, no, it's okay. So I don't even talk about the business at all when they message me about, you know, you added me, do I know you? So don't make it weird. It can just be normal. I don't want to get off of my topic, but I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope that this video helps you guys figure out how you want to work your business, and just put that to work every day. I promise it will pay off. It will be amazing, and all your dreams will come true. Bye, guys.